Hey guys, welcome to the first of these supplemental instructor videos. Today, we will be talking about homeostasis and the internal regulation of animals. Homeostasis is the maintenance of an optimal internal environment regardless of the external environment. So even if it's snowing outside, the inside of our bodies just works to keep its normal temperature, for instance. This becomes variable when considering the activity of an animal. More active animals, like this giraffe, require more energy, that being food and oxygen, to control their internal environment, and less active animals, like this spider, require less energy. Being able to properly regulate one's body means it's easier to maintain homeostasis. Regulation is started by a stimulus, increased heat, for instance, which sends that information to a sensor, nerve cells in the skin and brain, which then sends the information to a control center, hypothalamus in this case, which then finally sends the information to an effector, sweat glands in this case. This will give us our desired result of decreasing the body through sweat. The body temperature through sweat. Our bodies are regulated both through hormones and neurons. Hormones are nonspecific when released, but they are longer lasting. Neurons, on the other hand, are specific when released, but are usually quicker, like action potentials. Let's focus on the hormones, though. Where do these come from? The endocrine system contains glands that secrete hormones into the bloodstream and thus control the long-term functions, like we just discussed. Hormones are secreted in response to a variety of things, other hormones for one, and are controlled through three separate pathways: the simple endocrine pathway, the neuroendocrine pathway, and through tropic hormones. All hormones are water-soluble, except for steroids and thyroxine. Water-soluble binds to receptors in the plasma membrane, and lipid-soluble hormones bind into the nucleus or the cytoplasm. This is the main distinguishment between the two types. The way a hormone acts depends on the receptor it's going to, its target cell, and the amount of that said hormone that's released. These can make the same hormone either excitatory or inhibitory, allowing it to perform different functions. Keep in mind that the secretion of hormones is an effort to maintain homeostasis, providing constant regulation loops of feedback. The activity of regulation, and hence homeostasis, can be done, thus, through positive or negative feedback. Positive feedback works to rapidly change a variable away from its set point, like the example that we see of giving birth, while negative feedback works to regulate and return everything back to normal, like the levels of salt in our body. Finally, make an effort to staple this base concept in your mind and try to make connections between this information and other instances of homeostasis. The human body is a wonder, and it's our privilege to understand what's going on. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Doot, doodaloo, doot.